So I'm going to sow some brassicas today, and I'm going to put 4 different types, but I'm going to put more in this one tray and just separate them with these little sticks that I've put in there, because then I can save a bit of space and I know my brassicas are all together. First off, we'll get some compost in. Now I've got some compost in, I'm just going to level it out a bit for the seeds to go on. And so all the sticks sit even as well, obviously. Having done that, we'll get a good watering. Now we can just pop the sticks in and divide this tray up. So just something like that's perfectly fine. Don't need to be perfectly straight, because we're just broadcasting some seeds of 4 different varieties in here, so we won't really know how many's going in each. So the first ones I'm going to pop in is a variety of Brussels, and it's early, half tall, so the plant doesn't grow as high as a normal Brussels plant. It grows to about half that height, which is helpful with the amount of winds that we get around here. So I'm just going to broadcast some of these in there. Space them out a little as well, best I can. And then obviously these will all be individually pricked out once they've germinated and then moved on somewhere larger to grow on their own. So we've done that first one. Next one I'm going to put in is broccoli, and this is the green sprouting calabrese. And same trick again, just lightly broadcasting them over the surface. Now obviously as I go along these I need to put labels in. The problem with brassicas is when they germinate and come up, even though you've got 4 different varieties in here, they all look pretty much the same. Next one I'm putting in is a cabbage, and it's called Durham. It's an early cabbage as well. Having these little sticks in here, with them being only slightly sunk into compost, even if these seeds roll, they're going to hit because it's domed on top, and they won't cross over into a different bay. So that's enough of those in there. The last one I'm going to put in is the 29p pack of seeds that I got yesterday, which was Snowball Cauliflower. Never tried that before, so might as well have a look. And this variety is a spring or autumn sowing one, so it's quite versatile. So as before, we'll just broadcast a few, try and get them spread out as even as possible. There we go, that's all those done. I'll pop the other 2 labels in now. So now we've done all those, just going to give them a light covering as always with the colander, because they are quite small seeds, brassicas, but at least we know with these sticks dividing they're not going to cross over, as I said, into each other's bays, and we'll know exactly what we've got. And there's probably about 70 of each variety in this one tray, so it's a real space saver. And because I'm using this colander and giving them the light covering, if I start to see the sticks get slightly buried, I can just go down them like that and uncover them, and they won't move. And all the time I'm putting a very thin layer of compost on top of all these seeds, which is obviously going to help after germination for the plants to push through. So I'm just lightly going to tamp this down after. Don't press on it really hard, just give it a little tap down. Because then when we water it, the soil's not going to move with it being such a light covering. So now we'll just get these watered in. And do it from a distance as well, so that you're not blasting directly into the soil and disturbing the seeds. You just want to lightly water it. So I'm just going to pop this tray into a more rigid tray, because it's got two advantages. Sometimes these trays are a bit flimsy when you pick them up, and the soil will crack apart, so the seeds will then sink deeper. But this has also got holes in the bottom, so I can pop it in this tray, and then as the little seedlings grow, rather than blasting over the top with a sprayer and squashing them flat, which I guarantee once you do that, 9 times out of 10 they will not get back up, I can bottom water them. Wait until the top of the soil has changed colour, so I know that they've had a good watering, and then drain the excess away. And that way you're not going to ruin any of your plants. And brassicas are obviously cold hardy plants, so you can just leave them in a greenhouse. You don't need to cover them up if you don't want to. By all means, if you want to put a propagator top on, that's not an issue. If you do have a propagator lid that you can just sit on top like that, that's creating another environment to keep them seedlings warm while they germinate. And you've got probably about 400 brassica seedlings in this one area, and that is a real space saver. I'm going to have quite a few more videos coming up in the next few months, as we're just getting into spring, and then it's going to be summer, and it's going to be full on seed sowing, pricking out, potting on. So if you're interested in this content, then just hit that subscribe button and the notifications bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care, thank you for watching.